Welcome to this week's edition of the Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap. I'm Nikki Gilday.
And I'm Denzel Johnson. Well, we're coming down to the home stretch for Bronco basketball here in late February. While several of the spring sports are getting started with their seasons, let's get right to the action from last week. Men's basketball just returned home from a trip to Southern California where we split with Pepperdine and LMU. JR Brownridge scored 28 points in our win versus LMU. We return home this Thursday at 7 p.m. versus Pacific. Then we'll host St. Mary's on Saturday at 5 p.m. for our senior day. And Nikki, speaking of senior day, you got to experience yours last week. How did that go?
Unfortunately, things didn't turn out how we wanted with a loss to LMU, but we were happy that on Thursday we picked up a win against Pepperdine, and we're looking forward to the final week of conference with UOP and St. Mary's. Hopefully we can gain some momentum heading into Vegas. Take a look at some highlights and post-game interviews after our win on Thursday.
Oh man, at times it felt like everything was working for us. I thought we did a good job defensively for the first stretch, and obviously Nikki Gilday was pretty awesome again.
We were just aggressive and we executed our scout well. Like you said, we kind of came out cold, a little flat, but we got it together and stuck with it. Shots started falling, and so that always makes things easier. We play our final two games of the regular season this Thursday at Pacific at 7 and Saturday at St. Mary's at 1 p.m.
Baseball had its home opener on Friday and topped Cincinnati 11-3. The Broncos swept the three-game series with 2 wins on Saturday. Jose Vizcaíno Jr. was named WCC Rawlings Player of the Week for the second week in a row, and the Bronco pitching staff recorded quality starts in all 3 wins. EYEBRONCO reporter David Gentili spoke with the team about their success.
Put together some good at-bats. I mean, with all the freshmen in the lineup and all the speed, it's unbelievable. Malin, I feel like every time he gets on base, whether he gets a knock or a walk, and then, from there it's just, I feel like it's a little ring around the rosy. But, no, we put some good swings on some good balls. I think we're patient, and then the best thing about, I think, this weekend was just our aggression, especially in hitters' counts. We took some good swings, and I think it definitely intimidated the guy on the bump. So we're going to keep doing that, and we got 4 games next weekend. So a lot of baseball to come, so we're excited.
You picked up a couple of saves in today's doubleheader, coming in different situations in this ball game. What do you think it is about your mentality that helps you come out and say, I'm going to come out, whatever the scenario, and pick up 2 saves in one day against Cincinnati?
Well, late innings ball games and save situations are always the pressure situations. So what I make sure I keep in my mind is there's just as much pressure on that batter as there is on me. So I force them to work. I'm not going to walk anyone. I'm not going to hit anyone. If they're going to beat me, they're going to have to do it through hits.
The Broncos stay at home for a 4-game weekend with a series versus Eastern Michigan. The series starts Friday at 6 p.m., then a doubleheader on Saturday and a single game on Sunday.
Women's water polo picked up 2 wins at home over number 11 Indiana and Cal State East Bay on Saturday. The team is now on a 4-match winning streak. EYEBRONCO caught up with senior Ashley Bandemir to talk about the weekend.
I think I learned something new about the team and myself every game. So each game I just try to improve on something that I felt I should work on from the last game, and I think that's really helped me personally. They're obviously a really amazing program, and when you go up against a team like that, you're really just trying to learn all you can from each of the players individually and the team as a whole. So, obviously we're coming out to win always, but it's always a learning experience. So they are strong players. They're really smart in the pool. So, we want to emulate that and hopefully come out strong against them.
The team plays 4 times this week, with the first coming at number 1 Stanford on Thursday at 3:30. The game can be seen live on the Pac-12 network.
Softball had its home opener over the weekend as it hosted the 2015 Santa Clara Marriott Bronco Classic. They opened the home season in thrilling fashion as Gina Marie Bonilla hit a walk-off in the bottom of the 7th inning versus Seattle to seal the win. Next, they have the Santa Clara Invitational this Friday through Sunday as they welcome number 17 Washington as well as Howard to the Mission campus.
Men's tennis dropped 2 matches in Eugene over the weekend to Nebraska and Oregon. The team returns home Saturday at 11 a.m. versus Sacramento State.
The women's tennis team lost 2 tough matches in Santa Barbara to Oregon and UCSB. They take 2 weeks off before starting WCC play at San Francisco.
Men's golf opened its spring season at the John A. Burns Intercollegiate in Hawaii, where the team placed 14th. The team will now head to Tucson for the National Invitational Tournament starting Saturday.
Women's golf didn't play last week, but they'll return to the links this Monday at the San Jose State Julie Inkster Invitational.
Track ran at the West Coast Challenge and West Coast Relays in Orinda this Saturday and Sunday. The team will now have a week off before heading to Turlock for the Kim Deist Invitational in early March.
Men's rowing starts its 2015 season at the Davis Invitational against UC Davis and Stanford on Sunday. Santa Clara's Novice A boats won each of its races it competed in during the fall. Best of luck to the oarsmen as the 50th spring season gets underway.
And that's going to do it for this week's Bronco Weekly Sports Wrap.
Our Bronco has been hard at work this last week. Take a look at these clips from the videos we've put together. Go Broncos!
I mean, it's awesome to see this program come full circle. I mean, freshman year we were playing at West Valley, and it's just nice to actually have a home at Santa Clara and have that fan base and really just see the community and the school like rally around us.
I like to work with infielders. That's, I mean, most fun for me is going out and taking ground balls with the younger guys that I haven't met and then the older guys that I've played with.
I'm pretty proud of the boys. I always say that, but I am. They put their head down and knew what they had to do and really came through.
And you know, you must believe in yourself if you expect others to believe in you. And I have a personal story that can explain this very well.
So this past week we've been working a lot on shot blocking, and I think that really showed in our stats this weekend and when I was playing, because they were funneling the ball right to me, which was a lot easier for me to block those really, really hard shots.
You have to be alert every second of every play, because if you stop paying attention, you look at the ball, the defender sits by and scores, or you miss a box out, or you make the right play.